Good evening and welcome. Two-thirds seats of the 243 Bihar Assembly have now been voted for. The fate of, 94 candidates in the second phase, 94 seats in the second phase, more than 1,500 candidates has been sealed by the voters. I am Ankit Tyagi. The 6 p.m. prime continuous coverage of Bihar here on India Today. Let's very quickly get you the latest which is coming in on the voting percentage, because that is something that has been the talk of the town in Bihar right from the time when the voting started. Now, so far, 51.15% voting till 5 p.m. which has been reported. So largely, it is expected to stay around the 55% mark. More or less the same kind of voting which happened in the second phase of voting in the 2015 election, and almost similar to the first phase of voting in Bihar. For a state which is politically so astute, voters are politically so aware, it's always baffling to see why the voting percentage doesn't go very high in Bihar. Also, specifically in the urban areas like Patna, the voting percentage was not very high till 5 p.m. Now, 17 of the 38 districts went to the polls in Bihar today. 94 of the 243 assembly seats, which the voters will now decide the fate. The EVMs have closed at 6 p.m. Just 1 minute to go for that. Today, amidst the voting, in fact, the big faces of the Bihar elections, Tejasvi Yadav, Tej Pratap Yadav, those who are in the fray, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, Chirag Paswan, all came out to vote. So it was the big faces, those who had also come to exercise their franchise along with the other voters of Bihar. Take a look at what we picked up this morning.
मतदाताओं का ये अधिकार है अगले आने वाले 5 साल में अपना बेहतर भविष्य चुनने का उनके पास ये एकमात्र मौका होता है। इसमें अगर कहीं चूक हो गई, इसमें अगर कहीं ढिलाई हो गई तो 5 साल हम लोग के बर्बाद हो जाते हैं। तो इसीलिए मैंने सबसे अपील भी की है, आग्रह भी किया है कि अपने अधिकार का इस्तेमाल ज़रूर करें। जो आपको लगता है कि आपके भविष्य को बेहतर बना सकता है, जो बिहार को बेहतर विकास की राह पर लेकर जा सकता है, उनको ज़रूर चुनें।
मैं सभी बिहार के लोगों से अपील करूंगा कि सभी लोग जो है मतदान केंद्र पे जाकर के इस लोकतंत्र का जो फेस्टिवल है, जो लोकतंत्र का जो त्यौहार है, इसमें भागीदारी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लें। आज बिहार के लोग पढ़ाई, दवाई, कमाई, सिंचाई, महंगाई और सुनवाई और कार्रवाई वाली सरकार को चुनना चाहते हैं। मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि लोकतंत्र में सब लोग अपने मतों का इस्तेमाल करके बदलाव जरूर करेंगे।
Right, so that was Tejasvi Yadav and Chirag Paswan, two of the young faces, in fact, in this election. The most important person in any election, and especially on the voting day, becomes the voter, who gets his finger inked and decides who is going to be at the head of, who's going to lead Bihar for the next 5 years. A lot of voters came out with enthusiasm. We picked up voices from the ground, what their issues are, what is it that they are expecting when they go out to vote. Listen in.
कि हम स्टूडेंट हैं तो मेरे लिए एम्प्लॉयमेंट ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है, तो मैंने एम्प्लॉयमेंट के बेसिस पे वोट दिया है। लास्ट 15 इयर्स में पटना का या पूरे बिहार का इतना डेवलपमेंट हुआ है जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ नीतीश कुमार, तो मेरा यही व्यू है और इसी मोटिव के लिए हम उनको वोट किए हैं।
ये मेरा पहला एक्सपीरियंस है, पहली बार हम वोटिंग
आप पहली बार दे रहे हैं?
हाँ जी। बाढ़ एक बहुत बड़ा इशू बनना चाहिए और साथ में इसके ऊपर कार्रवाई भी होनी चाहिए कि हम कैसे आने वाले समय में बाढ़ से लोगों को बचा सकें।
बिहार में विकास होना चाहिए, हर युवाओं को रोजगार मिलना चाहिए।
रोजगार के इशू पे आपने
रोजगार मिलना चाहिए सबको।
मैं पहली बार वोट दे रही हूँ और मैं चाहती हूँ कि ऐसी सरकार बने बिहार से बेरोजगारी दूर हो और बिहार का विकास हो।
बदलाव के लिए वोटिंग करने के लिए आए हैं।
अच्छा।
जो रोजगार जैसे पलायन ये सब जिसकी बात जो करते हैं नेता लोग, उन्हीं को हम लोग वोट करेंगे।
अगला उम्मीद यही है कि जो भी आए तो हम लोग, अरे कमाना खाना तो अपना है, हम लोग को बिजली चाहिए, रोड चाहिए, लाइट चाहिए, शांति चाहिए।
और भाई बहन से आग्रह भी करते हैं, सब आके अपना मतदान डाले। स्वास्थ्य, शिक्षा, विकास, रोजगार के मुद्दे पर अपना वोट डाले।
National Affairs Editor, India Today, Rahul Srivastava joins us. We are also being joined by my colleague Anand Patel, who is in Begusarai. Rahul, coming to you first, 51.15% voting till 5 p.m. Largely expected to be around the 55% mark. Once again, not a very high voter percentage. Which side is going to benefit from the low percentage of voting which we have seen in the first and the second phase?
Ankit, if we look at the election results last year and the formations and the changes which have happened, and if Bihar votes along the usual caste lines, then what one can expect in black and white is that the NDA could well be ahead, with Nitish winning 30 last time, BJP winning 20. But in Bihar and politics, this 2 plus 2 does not necessarily equal 4, or it turns into 5 and 3. I think of what I have seen on the ground today is that for the first time, there are questions being asked predominantly by a lot of young people, and also those who are migrant workers or who do not have proper jobs. The quest is no more electing a representative along a caste line. There is a resentment which was visible today. Why I say that there is a sign that perhaps people may vote differently compared to what they are saying outside a polling booth. But people were questioning education, for example. They were questioning not just the availability of job, Ankit. I think it's the first time in Bihar since 1989-90, I have seen people in Bihar question the quality of jobs. They want the jobs which they have gained expertise in, or what they want to do, not work in a field or in a project under an MNRIGA scheme. I think that visible change could well be one of the driving factors. If there was flood, people of Bihar, instead of talking caste, are talking why not better relief for floods? Why not better colleges? Why not better handling of the migrant problem? Ankit, if this gets carried to the polling booth, to the EVM machine, then a change is likely. But if people are saying one thing and doing something different inside, then Bihar could well be heading towards, I think, a status quo.
So whether it is the arithmetic which is going to trump the chemistry that we are seeing on the ground, that is something that we'll have to wait till November 10th when the last vote is counting. Anand Patel is in Begusarai, a bastion of the left parties, Anand, where you are. Migrant worker issues are going to be very, very important there. Do you also get the same sense that Rahul is picking up from the ground? What were the trends that you picked up on the ground?
Well, Ankit, this used to be called Leningrad for the simple reason that it used to be a citadel of the left parties once upon a time. But thanks to the Mandal and Kamandal movement, this area is now dominated by the BJP for past several years. Now, yes, what Rahul was pointing out, there is resentment, there is anger. We, spoke to a number of migrant laborers and their families. Some of them have already gone. Some of them are still stuck because they don't have money to go back. And there is anger against the center as well as the state government, because what was promised to them, the government had said that if they are here due to lockdown, they will be given jobs and they will not have to go back to the cities. But that is not happening. Be it Manrega, be it the local, schemes, they have not worked on the ground. That is one. And you see, this is an industrial city, Ankit. Begusarai boasts of 3 big factories. One is a NTPC thermal power plant, which the center has taken over a couple of years ago. Then there is a refinery, and then there is a fertilizer plant which is being revived. But these are islands. They're not generating employment for the local people, and that is the reason why people have to migrate. So that is a big issue in the election. And Ankit, let me remind you, the kind of anger which we are
migration is a big issue, where Anand is in fact reporting from Begusarai. Gentlemen, thank you for giving us a sense from the ground. But the fact is, as Rahul was saying, 2 + 2 necessarily in politics doesn't become 4. It can either become 3 or it can even become 5. So we'll have to wait and see what mathematics is the voter, in fact, thinking about when the voter goes out and casts the last vote. If there is anything that cuts through the caste conundrum, that possibly is either religion or the economic downturn. And this election is seeing at least one of those factors being at play. Now, apart from, the voting of the second phase, the campaigning for the third phase is also on. Nitish Kumar, the Chief Minister of Bihar, today was campaigning and he lost his cool at a rally where somebody in Madhubani threw onions and stones at the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister, in massive anger, said, whatever you want to throw, you are welcome to do so, even as his security person was struggling to catch the volleys from the public when Chief Minister was talking about his track record of generating employment.
समझ सकते हैं ना, समझ सकते हैं, इसलिए जान लो और मालूम हो जाएगा रोजगार का कितना अवसर पैदा होगा.
During the conversations that you will have with senior journalists and people on the ground, one thing is very clear, that the Chief Minister of Bihar is fighting possibly the toughest battle of his political life. But is the anger enough to see beyond the caste arithmetic? That is something that we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, concluding his campaign in Bihar for the third phase today, addressed 2 rallies. The Prime Minister was very vocal and hit out at RJD and specifically Tejasvi Yadav, calling him once again Jungle ke Yuvraj, double Yuvraj is what Prime Minister's jibe was. It's clearly, in fact, goes on to show that the BJP also understands that they need to possibly fall back more on the 15 years of alleged misrule of Lalu Prasad Yadav than the good work which Nitish Kumar has done in the last 15 years. Listening to the Prime Minister on the campaign trail, the final campaign trail for the elections of Bihar.
बिहार के चुनाव प्रचार में मां भारती का जयकारा करना इन लोगों को रास नहीं आ रहा. सोचिए, बिहार में जंगल राज लाने वालों के साथियों को भारत माता से दिक्कत है. कभी एक टोली कहती है कि भारत माता की जय के नारे मत लगाओ, कभी दूसरी टोली को भारत माता की जय से सिरदर्द होने लगता है. ये भारत माता के विरोधी अब एकजुट होकर बिहार के लोगों से वोट मांगने के लिए आए हैं.
Meanwhile, Congress also fielded its star campaigner Rahul Gandhi in the campaigning fray today. He addressed 2 rallies in Kora and Kishanganj today. Tomorrow he will address 2 more rallies and a press conference as well, hoping to give a final push as far as the Mahagathbandhan is concerned. Remember, it has been, the Mahagathbandhan campaign has been on the shoulders of their chief ministerial face, Tejasvi Yadav, who's been a lone campaigner, waging a spirited war against Nitish Kumar. Listening to what Rahul Gandhi said in his rallies.
यहाँ पे आपको धान के लिए 700 रुपए मिलता है, छत्तीसगढ़ में 2500. तो मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं, आपने गलती क्या की? क्या गलती की बिहार के किसान ने? नहीं भैया, ये गलती की आपने. मैं यहां से कहना चाहता हूं, आपने नीतीश जी को, मोदी जी को वोट दे दिया.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.